Hi Yins, how are you doing? This is Gerald back again from Ginger Gerald Stitcher. You can find me on Instagram at Ginger Gerald Stitcher, as well as here on YouTube. That's why you're watching me. And I am here to give you a real quick update. It's been about a month since I've seen you, and there's been some updates. There's also been a lot of life that's been going on that's just keeping me from actually doing some stitching, as well as if you haven't noticed, I haven't done my giveaway. I have not forgot though. I have it almost ready to go. I'm hoping to have another short video out within the week to award the winners of my 1 year anniversary, as well as now I am at 2,800 subscribers. So I want to thank you all for continuing to watch me, following me here, as well as on Instagram, and look forward to all of our interactions to come. So we're going to go right into the stitching, and then I have some life and such updates that I will do at the end because it flows better that way. So the first thing I did is I have a page finish on my Heaven and Earth Design Henry. This is on 28 count white even weave Lugana. It's stitched 1/1 full cross, because I don't think I've said that for a while now. So there you go. I'm going to try to remember to do that with all of my fabrics today. So here is my page finish. I began the third row of pages on Henry. I have now been stitching for this for just under a year. I believe I started stitching him on December 8th. No, December 4th. So next week will be a 1 year mark, and this is page 13 complete on Henry. And from now on, you will not see his head or anything at the top because it's all rolled up here. I have to finish this row, then I have two more full page rows to go, and then Henry will be complete. So that is page 13 of 30. So over just under the halfway point of pages. So there we go. And I have had some questions about this that I keep Henry on, because I use the Lowry stand. If you are new to me and I haven't talked about that for a while, I use the Lowry stand that I got from So and So in the UK, and this is the large frame attachment. I forget holding attachment. I forget the exact name of the piece. And this is the large one of the two. They have two different sizes. This is the large one, and it fits nicely. You clamp your scroll frame, or you clamp your Lowry right here on the back, and it holds it so it's not leaning. I mean, of course, mine still leans because it's so large and heavy, and I don't have anything to hold this end up, but it works for me very well, much better than what it was before. I feel like I'm talking very fast today. Nicole, am I channeling you today here? So that is Henry. I have continued progress on my my Let Freedom ring. And if you have been living under a cage and haven't seen this, living under a rock, living in a cage, and haven't seen this, it's been a long day, people. I don't know why, because it really wasn't that bad, but apparently it has. Here is Let Freedom Ring by Lila Studio, a local stitcher to me. She's maybe about an hour's drive away from me. Yet we haven't met yet. I don't know. We need to figure that out. And this is stitched on 40 count Autumn Leaves by XJU Designs on Etsy, and I'm stitching 1/2, which I'm telling you, people, that is the way I like to stitch. I'm a 1/over person anymore. So here it is, Heaven and Earth, Let Freedom Ring by Lila Studio. This is 40 count Autumn Leaves, 1/. Is it coming through? Yeah, there we go. That looks really good. I have the entire building done minus the back stitch on this side because I have to do the trees still before I can do the back stitch. So now, many of you follow me on Instagram and you will know I have been challenged because I said I could finish this by the end of the year, and I'm still holding to that. So thanks to Stephanie, Lindy Stitches, and Angie on Instagram, Bubme or Bubmie, I have now been challenged to finish Let Freedom Ring by the end of the year. And I was doing really well, and then Thanksgiving hit, and I've had 4 days of no stitching. So I have to get on it. But you know, the largest part of the piece is done, and that's the building. That is the most time consuming for me. These other pieces go pretty quick. Other than, I will say, I've had to frog this whole thing twice, and thanks to, is it Kathy Humphreys, and I did get the seam ripper in the mail, and I love the color. Why can't I find the camera today? Love the color, very nice. So thank you very much. And if I have your name wrong, please just tell me in the comments. You can yell at me. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. And for some reason, I can't find the card that came with it. So her husband makes those. He also makes pens, I believe. So wonderful products. And that's the first time I ever used a seam ripper, and it was so easy to pull that out. So again, Let Freedom Ring, hopefully maybe in the next video, or soon we'll see this done. I have chosen this whole top corner. I keep jumping around. This whole top corner is complete except for the words, and I have not put in the words yet because I might change the words. So I have some thoughts going on in my head. I just have to figure that out. I'm going to adjust here just a little bit, so maybe I can use the camera better and not be like jumping all around. And my last stitching project that I've been working on is actually a new start. And many of you again have followed me on Instagram and have seen that. Again, my Instagram, Ginger Gerald Stitcher, just like here on FlossTube. And if I can find mine, and I'm going to be talking about these in my purchases section, but this is my first full-size Made by Mama Joan bag. There you can see Made by Mama Joan, and she actually just texted me to answer my question. If you're interested in buying her bags, and she makes grime guards too. If you're interested, I'm sure she will do one for you because she specially did one for me. So if you need one, this is a Made by Mama Joan bag. This is her standard size bag, I believe. This is a map. This one was actually gifted to me. She gave this to me. So thank you, Joan, because I love maps, if you haven't figured that out by watching my videos. And this is what I keep my New Start project in. And my New Start project is a piece that I got as a prize for having a complete, no, did I get it for the prize, or was it a door prize? Anyways, I got this at the retreat, the Minnesota Midwest Cross Stitchers retreat. So this is Joy, Ornamental Joy by Country Cottage Needleworks. Now you're looking at that and you're like, really, Gerald, you're stitching that? You'll see I've completely done a color conversion to make it more my own. So without further ado, and I will give you the color conversion. So this is stitched on 40 count Red River. I believe that's what it's called. Red River by XU Designs, because she's my favorite fabric dyer. Y'all need to go find her because she makes wonderful fabric, and she'll specialty dye too. So definitely keep looking out for her. And she does free shipping if you make a purchase over $50 US. So, Ornamental Joy, done my way. Again, this is 40 count, 1/2. Made it my own style. Red River fabric. This is a linen. And I can give you the color conversion. So, in place of the browns, which you're not going to be able to see very well, so the rod and the decorative or the ornament cords, I used Color and Cotton from Angela, Color and Cotton, Winter Wheat. And I'm sorry, that's not turning out very well. And it's because it's nighttime here now. And, you know, I don't have very good lighting in my dining room. So, Color and Cotton, Winter Wheat, and Petite Treasure Braid, PH01. So this is the same one that I used on Crowns of the Kingdom. So I did Winter Wheat for the ornament bar, and all of the brown that was up here in these sections, these snowflakes or whatever these are, flowers. And then the gold is the ornament strings. I used in replace of the greens in the original project. So you have the greens up here in the ivy, or the holly, I'm sorry, holly, and then the greens in the ornaments and the bows. I changed them to Color and Cotton chalkboard. That's actually pretty good there. And Petite Treasure Braid PB58 because I had it. And I really like Petite Treasure Braid. And I wanted a little bit of bling in this. So you can see the silver and the bows and the ornaments. And then the gray, the chalkboard, up in this snowflakey type thing. As well as the O in Joy. For the blues, which is actually the reds in the pattern, I used, for the first time, I've had these for a while, but I never got to use them, is also XJU Designs, because she overdyes her own flosses. And this is Country Blue. And I have to say, and I sent her a message as well. At least this one, this is the first one I've used. It's cotton, but it feels like it's stitching with silk. I am very, very impressed with her overdyes, as much as I'm impressed with Color and Cotton. So definitely go check both of them out. It's XJU Designs on Etsy, and Color and Cotton. Angela has her own website, so definitely, and it's Color, COLOUR. And for the snowflakes, which I haven't stitched yet, the white sections in the ornaments, I am using Kreinik, because this is the first time I've ever used Kreinik. I knew nothing about Kreinik, and I tried to start it with number 8 braid and realized that was way, way, way too thick for a 40 count. So I had to go back to Joann's, and I did on Black Friday sale, and I got the number 4 very fine braid. This is number 32, very fine braid. And as you can see, I actually threw these first stitches in today. So I have both of these speckled ornaments done and this one here. And there will be more white in the O and then the snowflakes. So that is my new start, and hopefully will be a finish along with Let Freedom Ring by the end of the year. Excuse me, I might have to sneeze. So that is all of my progress. I do have some purchases because who couldn't resist the DMC sale at Joann's on Friday? So I purchased, excuse me as I reach, 130 some skeins of DMC. And these are all of the DMC colors except for the new ones, and I think 2 that they didn't have that I still needed. So I almost have a complete set. So very happy with that. And I know somebody posted on, I think it was maybe on Stitch Mania, about why are people interested in having a complete set. For me, it's because of my designing, as well as if I want to do a color conversion, I can. And I have all the colors that I can look at. So that is really why I wanted to have a full set. And then on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, they had a doorbuster sale on Fiskars, I think that's how you say it, Fiskars cutting mat, a rotary cutter, and a pair of scissors. And I'd never had good stitching or fabric scissors, so I got this because that was a great deal. And I ensured it was a great deal because I asked Joan for Made by Mama Joan. So if it's not a good deal, it's her fault. But still go check out her bags. And then after the retreat, Joan and I were talking about how there wasn't really a lot. She had great bags, but they weren't really my style. They weren't my style. And so I helped her. I took it upon myself to go onto the website where she buys her fabric and pick out some fabrics for her to make some bags. So if you're interested in any of these, I have 2 bags to show you, as well as I had her make me a grime guard for my 11 by 17. At least I hope that's the size I told her to make. We'll figure it out. So if you're interested in any of these bags, or just to check out what bags she has a Facebook page that's Made by Mama Joan. I think you have to go on. I'm not sure if it's a closed group or if it's, and that you have to be approved, or if it's an open group. But go check her out on Facebook, Made by Mama Joan, as well as on Etsy. It's Made by Mama Joan, all one word. And she has reasonable bags. And you know, honestly, I never thought I would like the clear vinyl, but it's not bad. It's actually kind of nice to be able to keep everything in the bag and be able to look down and see, or have your color list. And that way it's protected and it's not getting bent because, you know, I'm OCD like that. So 2 bags to show you, as well as a grime guard. So the bag grime guard combo I got was which fabric I picked out. It's architectural, so I believe this is all U.S. buildings, which I thought was really neat. I think it's sepia color design of U.S. buildings. We have the U.S. State Building, Capitol Building, Empire State Building, Lincoln Memorial. I think this is a building in New Orleans. A bridge. Is that the Golden Gate Bridge, or is that George Washington Bridge, or is that maybe even the one in Philly, the Ben Franklin? I don't know. Lots of good buildings on there. Love architecture. Space Needle. I was just there. Where's the Space Needle? There's the Space Needle. So then I had Joan make me a grime guard, and I wanted it to be oversized because my London pattern has a lot of fabric, and so I need a lot of space to stuff the fabric. So Very nicely made. She has her tag. There's her name, made by Mama Joan. And this is a really nice bag. It has brown on the inside. Now, I'm not sure if she would make them all this way, but that's what she did for mine because I have simple tastes. I don't mean simple as ugly or stupid. I just mean simple as like clean, simple. And this is Mountain Men Pinups, maybe? But this is Ginger Gerald Stitcher in an alternate reality of how, I would look in an alternate reality. So if you're interested in male pinups or male stitching mountain men pinups, because we could name these other guys. And there's a few other guys, I think, I'm not sure. Go check her out. Prove that this would be a good fabric because I told her you got to get this one because it's going to be popular. So those are my purchases. Made by Mama Joan on Facebook and Etsy. And of course, she has her Instagram page too. So go check her out there as well. Last but not least, I talked about the giveaway. I will be getting out a video hopefully by the end of the week. Please just bear with me because it's been very crazy with school and work and the holidays and traveling to Western Pennsylvania to visit family. And I haven't been feeling great with headaches. So I will get that out to you as soon as I can. I have been in communique with Caroline from Off the Grid Needle Arts. You should all go check her out if you haven't yet. She's a wonderful stitcher. She does counted canvas, which is really interesting to watch. And she also does Stitch With Me videos. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I know in the last 2 videos I wore the same exact shirt, and I think Caroline did in 2 videos in a row. So I finally have changed my shirt. I do believe I washed it in between those two videos. But anyways, so she's making Stitch With Me videos, and she's actually trying to twist in my arm to make Stitch With Me videos as well, because I'm told they would be very popular. So if you're interested in stitching with me, please let me know. You don't need to tell me if you're not interested. If I don't get a comment saying you're not, I understand. Also, I'm curious as to, would you be interested in a Stitch With Me video where I talk, where I don't talk, and I would not play music, or a little bit of both? So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in a video where, and if you are interested in having me talk while I'm stitching, because I can do that, because usually I watch TV and stitch. Let me know what you're interested in hearing me talk about, because I'm not sure I would have a lot to talk about. So if you have some topics you would like me to talk about, I do have some ideas for just tidbits of how I stitch. But let me know. I would probably keep them like Caroline does, about 30 minutes, even though I stitch for much longer at a time than just 30 minutes. But that's in the works. Maybe by the end of the week. And we might be calling it, I don't know what they'll be called, but if you're not interested in it, or if you are interested in it, I will be calling it something, I don't know. Caroline and I are figuring it out, but each of those videos will be specified as a Stitch With Me video, but I don't think it would have that name. Maybe, I forget. She messaged me, but I don't remember what she said. We're figuring that out. And lastly, I want to mention that recently, and you might have seen this change in whenever you turn on my videos, that I am now officially monetized through YouTube. And some of you might think, oh, why are you talking about that? Or I can't believe you did that. But here's the reason, and I hope you accept and understand and are willing to work with me on this. Um, Caroline, again, Off the Grid Needle Arts, and I have been talking about this, and she actually worked with me to figure out how to get, she helped me get signed up for it. And when you say monetize, I'm not making a lot of money on these videos. However, with everything that I'm doing and to make it an incentive to keep doing the videos, because I will be honest, there have been times that I were like, I don't think we're going to make videos anymore. But to help me along, because we do have an expensive hobby, and this is just, we're talking chump change here. So, but it will help make it worthwhile to do the videos. Not that your comments aren't worthwhile, but just to help. So you will see video or advertisements. I think usually they're not more than a minute, but most of the time they're like 5 to 12 seconds. I always let them play through because I watch on my TV and it's just easier for me to keep stitching and not worry about, and I just let the, ignore what the TV says for 10 seconds. I make a little bit more money if you don't hit skip than if you do hit skip. But regardless, if you continue to hit skip, that's fine. But if you want to help me out, help those others out that are monetized, because it does just help fund another new project maybe, or a small, and I'm talking about like small projects, like maybe Joy. So you will see that I am monetized. You will see those ads popping up. I hope it doesn't turn any of you away from watching. If you don't like the ads, wait the 5 seconds and hit skip. But if you're willing to wait or go get a drink while that ad plays, I will greatly appreciate it. So that is all I have for you today. I have talked a lot more than I thought I would, and I will get the giveaway out to you as soon as I possibly can. And I'm hoping to have a Stitch With Me video fairly soon. So let me know what you have to say and what you're interested in having me say during those videos. Till next time we meet, have a great day, enjoy your stitching, and keep in touch. Have a good day. Bye.